Hi, I'm Tony De Meur of the UK's #1 permanent wave combo, Fabulous Poodles, and this is a public health warning. If you value your sanity, you'll stay away from Ronnie Barnett'S Boom Boom Room. It is packed with virulent and pernicious pop and rock trivia, which you will find yourself spouting in public places, bringing only pity and embarrassment upon yourself. This evil man, for verily he is evil, knows more about me and my musical history than even I do myself or can remember. Check out episode 1 of series 2 and wallow in my discomfort and shame. So please, for the sake of your own mental health, ignore this site, or you could end up like me, a mere husk of a man, given to stockpiling pointless rock trivia. You have been warned. To avoid infection, stay in your home and maintain a minimum 2 meters from any laptop, or you will find this virus will spread to hundreds of innocent people. Thank you for watching and keep safe.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Barnett.
And I'm Steve Schnee. Welcome to Ronnie Barnett'S Boom Boom Room.
He's lean and lanky and he knows how to zoom. Check out Ronnie Barnett'S Boom Boom Room.
Welcome back to season 3 of Ronnie Barnett'S Boom Boom Room. To my left or right, whatever you see on your screen, is Mr. Ronnie Barnett. How you doing,
Yeah,
Ronnie?
I've learned not to. I'm good. I've learned not to guess which side I'm on because it's always the wrong one.
I know.
But season 3, who knew? We got renewed, Steve.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Thanks to all the people out there. As our loyal followers will know, I like to start off big when a new season starts. So I'm going to go with possibly my most favorite item I have. I'm a big fan of record labels themselves. In fact, I became a musician, but my dream was always to be an executive, really. And that dream will never happen now because the business ain't what it used to be. But I love the RSO label.
Oh my gosh.
This is a cookie jar.
Wow.
That they sent out for Christmas. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like season's greetings from the RSO fan. So yeah,
I think it's 1978, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huge year for RSO, correct?
Wow.
But yeah,
before it would have been a keychain. Then Saturday Night Fever came out and it became a cookie jar.
Yeah, you can see how big this thing is. And
wow.
the cookie jars used to be big when we were growing up. Yeah, I don't think they're that popular anymore.
No.
People don't have open containers of cookies with just a
yeah,
just a
exactly.
thing.
That is amazing.
But yeah, I love this logo and this mascot, and I love RSO Records. So yeah, I really I love this thing. And just to kind of tie in, I don't have it blown up because it's got a slow leak, but I do have a giant blow up one as well, which used to hang up in here you see I got a few things hanging up, but like I said, it's got a slow leak, so I got tired of kind of having to take it down and refill it. But RSO Records.
How'd they come up with that mascot?
Yeah, I don't know. Growing up, I always referred to it as a cow, and then I figured out it's actually like a bull, right? Yeah, that's a good question. How did they come up with that as a mascot? Like Robert Stigwood organization, I'm guessing it stands for, but who knows how they came up with it, but thank God they did, right?
Oh,
love that. I love that stuff. So that said, there's got to be more, right? There's probably lots of little items and I need them. No, I was going to say, just growing up, that label was so big and so huge. And like you said, Saturday Night Fever, Grease, RSO.
I'm sure by Living Eyes, they weren't giving out cookie jars anymore.
No. Things crashed pretty shortly thereafter, right?
But Living Eyes has some great songs on it, by the way.
No, Living Eyes is good.
Yeah.
All Bee Gees albums have some good stuff on them.
Yeah.
You know, even the ones in the mid '80s with the production and stuff. But
yeah, I even like the stuff into the '90s. I mean, I think every Bee Gees album, you know, people don't like mixtapes anymore, but I can make you a pretty damn good mix CDR of some great latter day Bee Gees songs.
I bet. I remember one was a bit of a comeback. That's a great song.
Yeah.
Let's move on here. Now these are not the most attractive things, but these are glasses made for a Greg Kihn appearance at the Roxy.
Wow.
You can see it says with my next of kin at the bottom. I was dancing at the Rock. I was dancing in the aisles with my next of kin, the Roxy. So I have two of those. Yeah, I'm guessing these were just on every table, or maybe just in the VIP section, probably. Actually,
that's amazing. I'm thinking those are the toasting glasses for your wedding.
Wow, perfect. Yeah, we can toast with these and wear the swinger glasses that Jeff and Lorinda Murphy gave me and Julie as a present for we got engaged. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
They go around your neck. They're swinger glasses. Maybe I should highlight those on a future episode. But yeah, next to Kihn, I love Greg Kihn. I do have a stand-up back there. It's hidden. I can't show it.
I see it. It's right next to the knack.
Oh yeah. And again for next of kin. So I think I can't see the bottom of it, but I think it's for next of kin too. So obviously the push was on from Berserkly for that album.
Yeah.
And which would later pay off, right? So Greg Kihn, love the Greg Kihn band.
I saw Greg Kihn band when Joe Satriani played with them.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
During the Love and Rock and Roll tour. Joe, okay, I'm not a fan of Satriani in terms of, I mean, I know talent when I see it. Every member of the Greg Kihn band was talented. Joe Satriani, supremely talented, did not fit.
Yeah.
Because they were playing just great straight rock and roll, while his guitar playing was going into the little noodling. Phase,
overplaying. You can say it. Yeah. Well, you probably know he came out of that power pop group, The Squares.
Yes.
Before he joined Greg Kihn, but which is kind of what you're describing, like power pop with a bunch of noodly soloing over it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, but yeah, it's
The Squares to me was like the bridge between power pop and AOR.
People probably don't know Joe Satriani has those power pop roots. Speaking of power pop, well, they're more than power pop, aren't they? This is a Crowded House mini doormat.
Wow.
So it's got the rubber bottom and stuff, but welcome to Crowded House.
What was that when did that come out? Is that like their little volcano logo in the bottom right? Because Neil Finn was really into volcanoes, so a lot of their that's the volcano. So that must be the first album.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna guess second, but I don't know for sure. 86.
So that would have been the first album.
Okay.
That actually might have been the first, like that first EP. There was an EP that came out that was kind of like a advance of the album, and I think it had like World Where You Live, Mean to Me, and Hole in the River or something like that. I saw them. That album had been out for a while before it even caught on. The album had been out for probably 3, 4, 5 months, and I was working at Licorice Pizza at the time, and got to go see them play live at like Yoshimira's or Yoshinoya, not Yoshinoya, that's Beef Bowl, but like some fancy.
Oh, Yamashiro.
Yamashiro's
up on the hill.
Yeah, and we got to go in there, and they played a little set just on the other end of the garden, and then Paul Hester ran into the garden and started doing cartwheels while they were playing, and it was like
wow.
That was right before Don't Dream It's Over took off, because the album was basically kind of a stiff until Don't Dream It's Over took off, and then you know.
See, that used to happen back in the day, Steve. A record, they wouldn't necessarily give up on it when it didn't sell in the first few months. And a single. I mean, that's back when like things could still happen regionally too. Like maybe they started playing it in Chicago and it takes off. And but yeah, that makes sense. It's first album. Welcome to Crowded House, right? So
yeah, exactly. Do you remember the group Breathe?
I remember the cover. Yeah, I can picture the album. I'm not familiar with them though.
That album did the same thing. It was out for 5-6 months. They came to Abbey Road when I worked at Abbey Road, and I was talking to them, and you know, they were, you know, because I really liked the album. You know, I like that British stuff.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and they were like, you know what, with a couple more fans like you, this could have really happened, right? And then it was another month or two, and then Hands to Heaven became a huge hit in America. Kind of the same thing that the Crowded House did.
So what you're saying is you're responsible for Breathe having a hit. You got the record company not to give up on it. I'm going to give you credit. I don't care. I'm giving you credit. The best example of that is Styx's Lady, right? Like they put out a whole nother album, possibly even two albums. Right. And it might even have been 2 follow-up albums. And then Lady took off, and there you go.
What about Dream On by Aerosmith? Didn't that do the same thing?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow.
And there's songs like that Sheriff song. Remember When I'm With You?
Oh God, yes, I love that song.
Yeah,
and then Sheriff.
And then Benny Mardones, Into the Night, was a hit twice.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Benny has passed since our last season.
But Benny Mardones, Into the Night, that became like a hit like 15 years after it came out or something. Poor
good for
Benny.
him, man. Benny had a good career, man. It was all concentrated in upper New York, but still, he had a good career up there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it for this episode of Ronnie Barnett's Boom Boom Room. Ronnie would like to thank all of you right now, wouldn't you, Ronnie?
I guess, yeah. Thanks.
We'll see you next time on Ronnie Barnett's Boom Boom Room. Jazz hands.
He's lean and lanky and he knows how to zoom. Check out Ronnie Barnett's Boom Boom